So, with the third pick in the NBA draft, I have the Knicks selecting R.J. Barrett. Um, this is a very interesting case because there are multiple things that the Knicks could do with this pick. Of course, for one, they could trade it for Anthony Davis. Probably package that deal with some more young talent. And pair this to Zion Williamson, of course. Other than that, you have probably R.J. Barrett. The only reason I say he's going third is because I don't think he falls lower than that. Even if the Knicks keep him, I think they would be foolish enough to really not let him, go past 4 to the Lakers. I mean, R.J. Barrett's probably the last bona fide clear-cut star that's probably going to be on the board that is going to be a bucket getter or probably can get you some points or, bring that aggressiveness, that hard attitude to the team. It's a very interesting case if he goes to New York. I mean, do you play him at shooting guard or small forward? I think he's more of a small forward, even though he likes to play guard. The thing is, RJ on the fast break is kind of hectic to deal with because he's such a good finisher. Other than that, I really don't know how else you probably would deal with him. He's not that great of a shooter, of course. At Duke, of course, you see him play hero ball a lot of the times. I don't think that he's really going to be cut out to be a number one option until he really learns how to pick his spots and, get to his spots better and shoot, make right choices on the ball. But if I can talk about this whole Pelicans trade thing, that could be a real thing. The Lakers are reportedly out of the picture for the Pelicans to deal with. The Boston Celtics trade assets are not as valuable as you would have liked them to be. Jason Tatum has kind of not really declined, but just kind of had an off year, and that's not really enticing right now to New Orleans. And then those picks falling in the 14th overall this draft in the late lottery, and then having that Memphis pick, which is not really that great now. And then also having that Sacramento's King pick is not really appealing either. So, I mean, hey, in my opinion, I think you kind of deal Anthony Davis for R.J. Barrett and some more young talent to get around Zion. But, I mean, we'll say that for another video. The thing about R.J. Barrett is I kind of like how he's kind of a guard / small forward. That means you can play him at the 2 or 3. I think he's capable of guarding 1 through 3s, maybe. We'll have to see about him getting more stronger and a little bit bigger for power forwards and stuff like that. But, I mean, his defense is not superb, if I can say that. It's kind of fairly average. I would give him that. Other than that, I think one thing he really needs to work on is his three-point shot. He kind of, like I said, played a lot of hero ball at Duke. I would be waiting to see how he kind of develops his all-around game in the offseason and going into the summer. And his rookie season, he would probably, I would say off bat, RJ may give you 14 points per game. I may be underestimating him a little bit, but at the NBA level where he's playing with grown men, I don't see him taking over like he did at Duke all the time, and plus he has to learn the ropes. So, I mean, if he goes to New York, there's potentially that he could average more than that, but it depends on if KD comes, Kyrie comes, and stuff like that. But assuming that those guys are out of the picture, I mean, I would not put my money on him leading this Knicks team to the promised land. Of course, you have Kevin Knox there as well. I'm kind of worried about that because Knox is more so of a small forward than a power forward, and I don't know if I really want R.J. Barrett playing him out of position. But, I mean, hey, that would kind of be cool to have. But, I mean, we'll see how this goes, of course. But, I mean, it's just a lot of stuff you kind of have to deal with. And if you're this Knicks team and Coach Fizdale, are you capable of running this? I think Fizdale has a long ways to go, especially with the young guys. There are many questions of can he coach KD and Kyrie? I mean, yeah, I think Fizdale has been around the league long enough to understand how these guys operate, how to deal with stars, and, when it comes to touches and things like that. But the thing I'm worried about RJ is I don't know if he'll develop that mentality to where he has the big head on the team a lot of times and he demands his touches and stuff. I think he will eventually get one of those egos. But, when you're shooting 30% from college overall and you're taking 6 attempts a game, that's not good at all. I need him to improve on that. And on top of that, his field goal percentage was 45%. And, of course, he took he took at least 52% of those. I mean, that's cool, decent. I mean, I would want him to do better than that. So, I mean, if he can just kind of work on the little things as far as shooting, I think he has a great post game a little bit. Not really post game, but kind of like getting to the basket. He's got a little handle on him. He can put the ball on the floor. He's got a little strength to him. But, I mean, hey, it is what it is. I mean, I would love to see how this Knicks team operates with R.J. Barrett, but I am open to the idea of him joining his brother-in-law, Zion Williamson, of course, to the Pelicans. But, I mean, it will be an interesting sight to see. So, hey, we'll see.